Namaste, Phoenix here. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing amazing. I hope you all are enjoying your Thursday. Happy Thursday to you all. I got some new cards. It's funny because I've been feeling this energy before I even thought about purchasing the cards. This Christ consciousness energy. You know, I try to be in that space, but anyway, I wanted to elaborate on the angels video because I had put up a video, but it was very I triggered myself in the video because, man, I should have left it up, but I didn't. And so I told a very personal story on there. And so I understood that I needed to heal from the suffering of love. You know, the passion of the Christ energy, right? The suffering of love, like how we suffer ourselves to experience love. Like we need to suffer to be loved. We have to put up with so much in order to prove that that we deserve to be loved. Okay, and so that's what that video was about, but I did delete it because, man, it triggered me. And I spoke about how someone from the past can come back and want you to be with them even though you tried to work it out with them numerous of times and it didn't work, right? And it's just like, how much more would you allow yourself to suffer, right? Like, don't do that to yourself, right? Like, you don't deserve that. That's that passion of the Christ, right? That suffering to experience love, suffering to prove that you can hold more hurt, hold more pain. Love is not hurtful. Love is not painful, right? It can be both. Yes, that is very true. But the suffering needs to come to an end, especially when it's regarding, you know, your internal state. That's where we draw a line with suffering, right? And that's what the message 222 was talking about, okay? And so let me ring the bell. Okay, and so what else? Spirit, thank you for being here. What else we were talking about? And I had a big breakthrough after that video. After I had cleared that and I put the video up about the laughing philosopher, like to understand the cosmic joke of life, right? But yeah, it was just funny. And so anyway, I'm trying to think what else. Be mindful of an influx of I want to say complaining. It feels like complaining, okay? Be mindful of that influx of complaining. People may be coming around. It's Mercury retrograde, right? But it may feel like to them their lives are not, it's not going so great for them, right? And so be mindful of that, okay? Release judgment and just be an ear, a listening ear. You don't have to respond to it. Only if you feel called to, then you can do so. But be mindful of that. That's something that I was aware of earlier this morning. Okay, so that's something that came up. Yeah, so happy Thursday. Today is Jupiter's day. Very abundant. Why is, yeah, I don't know what this is. Like incoming calls, like incoming things that was a long time ago, that energy. Be mindful of that. 444 on a timer. You guys are being protected from some things that is happening. I don't want to say spiritually, and this is not a fear-mongering message. This is just an awareness message, okay? some things that is trying to, thank you, stop you from seeing your happiness. Okay, you know that internal, that's where we clear it, that's where we work at. We work in the internal state, right? And so that's what this channel is about, alchemy, internal alchemy. Okay, so be mindful of that. Things trying to come and, you know, take your joy away, so to speak. And so these cards, Christ consciousness cards, couldn't have came at a better time. Okay, I'm telling you, because it's crazy how the synchronicities of life, you just never know. Spirit always got some up their sleeve. They always like, I got a magic trick for you. It's something you don't see. So be mindful of that. Okay, yeah, try to see the goodness in everything. Okay, let's get some Christ consciousness cards. Let's see. I'm gonna read from the book. Like, the stories are pretty long, so. Oh, I wanted to pull my energy first. I can hear you. I heard something in me that said looking for the worst. Like, some people think maybe cards are like the worst. Like, cards only show you the worst. I heard that. And so be mindful of that. Whatever you pay attention to more, that's what you will bring into your reality. I've been crying today all morning because my relatives who have passed away, they've been reaching out to me, and then oh my God, they showed me in such of the most beautifulest ways how they've been reaching out to me. And it'd be the smallest things that I don't pay attention to, even though I know I'm a medium. It just be that, and they always surprise me. So I feel like that's collectively, like, your relatives are reaching out for you and letting you know that you don't have to worry, you don't have to be in fear. Okay, what's my energy? Summoning power, instinct, intellect, and control is my energy. Achievement, touching earth, something new, divine masculine. Thank you, Spirit. Run through, idyllic times. They told me to run through the whole deck. Abundance is my energy. Calming the waters, duality is my energy, and sacred action. Okay, and I am taking sacred action. Okay, sacred action, duality, many meanings, misunderstandings. Okay, calming waters, abundance, divine feminine, planting something new, efforts plus attention, idyllic times, and summoning power is my energy. Thank you, Spirit. So I wanted to get some of these cards. Okay. What do you want the collector to know? Let's get a few of these. Oh, they got a lot to say. Oh, yeah, because I got them this way. I'm going to take all of them and see what they got to say. So we have the underlying energy, children. Cherish and enter their world. Okay, this is the underlying energy. This gives me the feeling like how you were when you were a child. This gives me the energy of inner child. Let me see. This is a lot of cards. Many meanings. Okay, many meanings. Okay, I heard that. So let's see. Forgiveness, like forgive yourself. Okay, I'm hearing that coming up. I'm trying to put them down by numbers. Forgiveness. 12. Happy Wednesday again. 30, 33, 52, 51, 32, 23. Okay, she's keep going. Many meanings. Don't get caught up in the number. So this is giving me the energy of like how this appears to be like a lot of information, okay, but it's not really, okay. This is what this is giving me the energy of, like how things can appear to be overwhelming because we thinking too much about them, okay. This is what this is giving me, like how how the outside world can be overwhelming, but internally you can like break it down to where internally it's not so overwhelming, because it's not overwhelming, okay. It's the illusion of the multiplicity of it. I don't know how to say that, like spirit, it's the illusion of the multiplication of it, like how times, like multitasking. So this is giving me the energy of, you know, for like some people who have OCD, which I have a touch of that, but that's only because in the real world, you know, we were required to do a lot of productivity, right? And so that requires you to do multiple things at once so that you can get a lot done in a small amount of time, right? Spirit is asking you to see where your OCD, I'm not a psychologist or a psychiatrist or a medical doctor, but this is all like spiritually, okay? See where that OCD energy, how it rotates in your mind, okay? Because it is reflecting in your external reality, especially if you're just like doing so much at once, trying to get multiple things done at once, okay? And it is reflecting itself internally, okay? Because we have the magi, signs, divine timing, okay? Gratitude, appreciation, and thanks. So you're getting a lot of signs, okay, from your loved ones, right? I cannot make this up. As I was, you're getting a lot of signs from the divine, from your loved ones, okay? Myrrh could be significant, or frankincense. My crown chakra is lighting the fuck up. Like, frankincense or myrrh can be significant. I make an anointing oil. If you all want to order some, you can email me, okay? It's a frankincense anointing or oil with a little bit of myrrh in there. It's not a whole lot of myrrh. It's not that wrong with myrrh, but frankincense is the herb that I like, the resin, or that's what I like to use, okay? And so your birthday could be a March 30th. It doesn't have to be. And then we have sisterhood, the feminine way, the open door, Christ within you, right? And so this is trying to lead you back internally, lead you home within yourself, right? To your happy place, right? Slow down so that you can see the connection that you have with your internal self, right? Your eternal self, your internal self. It's always there waiting for you to connect back in, right? And then we have temptation and the teacher, like, what is your outside reality? How is it teaching you, right? If it's too much going on and you don't want to see, you don't want to hear, you don't want to speak it, then you have the option to turn away from it, right? Not all the time is it teaching you something. A lot of times it could be just teaching you to simply just walk away and not participate in the nonsense of it all, right? It can be teaching you just to say, this doesn't concern me. I'm just gonna not say anything. I'm not gonna repeat anything, and just completely block it out, or choose not to have certain conversations, right? Sometimes it be those lessons, right, that we need to cultivate more into us, so that we're not cycling things inside of our mind. You know, should I have said that? Should I have done that? Yeah, like I didn't want to hear that, right? It's about paying attention to things that you hear, see, and say. This is this monkey mind energy, just like the rotation, the complete, the repetition of the thoughts that we keep internally, okay? And it says the teacher would walk the talk, right? If that's something you don't want to be in, right, then practice it, then actively do it, right? Because remember, this is all about your internal world, right? How you regulate your internal world. You have the power to say yes, no, maybe. So it's all a power that you have, okay? So that's something that's coming in right now from Ascended Master Yahusha right now. And this isn't about blaming no one. This is about you governing your way of being, your new way of being. I'm hearing this is about your new way of being, okay? You not conforming to the old ways that you used to be in, right? No matter how close I'm hearing you are with somebody, okay? We have tethered and caged, right? Break free. And then we have grace, blessings, and goodwill. This is the, oh man, this is so beautiful. I'm feeling this heart energy. Oh my goodness. You're not bound by your outside reality, okay? Like, you see how like these honeycomb, it's just giving me the energy of what I was talking about last night, how even our thoughts are just illusions, okay? Like the grace of God, the grace that God has for you all, there is a internal presence, an internal peace, a return home every time the world get too hectic, right? But it's only hectic in our mind. It's not hectic outside of us. It's how we perceive it internally, okay? Because remember what I said before in a previous video, thoughts only explain themselves so that they can remain relevant. They're not explaining the external world, right? This is giving me this energy. Like you're free to break free from that. Like, oh, I'm just saying, like, come home. Okay, I don't know how to say that. This is so good. I'm getting the chills. It just feels so really beautiful. Okay, and I'm just seeing how this plays out in my life already. Like, yeah. Because I have like family members, and you know, they're still in their storm, right? And you know, I be trying to be a listening ear. I don't talk to them about spiritual things anymore, because you know, they don't, some of them, you know, but it's okay. And so I just be trying to like hold space for them, right? And then sometimes I can get off the phone and I can just linger in the energy and try to be like, you know, go into prayer about it and stuff like that. And it's not that, you know, they need me to be that for them. It's just something my thoughts will take me there, right? It will take me because that's a space that I used to be in, right? And so this is giving me the energy of just allow it to be, allow it to unfold perfectly as it is, because when I get in that energy, I'm telling myself that the divine is not going to handle it like the divine says it is, right? Because it is, right? The greatness and the goodness of the divine is always there. It's always present. It's always watching you. It's that silent observer, right? And so when I get in that space, I can be in that space of, you know, attaching too much to it, even though I can see the cosmic joke of it. I can see the deeper meaning of reality, but I'm still that human. That very humanness of me will still creep in and try to go into what can I do mode. How can I fix this for them, right? Instead of allowing the divine. So this helps me put down my baggage also. Okay, so I love this. Okay, I had to say that because this is really beautiful. I don't know how else to say it. You guys should get you invest in some of these cards, okay? Christ consciousness cards. You really should. I mean, if To me, this is like, I can say hands down, the one of the best investments that I could ever have purchased in a card. I'm not gonna even front. Like, and then I want to purchase the Archangel Metatron cards next. Archangel Metatron Manifestation Deck, I think is what it's called. And so then we have the prayer, contemplation, and connection, right? And then we have Paul. And it says awakening and transformation. Yeah, you guys are awakening to your inner consciousness. You guys are awakening to that inner state. Like, I'm hearing like the more you go into prayer, the more things will be revealed to you. And not even that, the more you the more you integrate those versions of you, like I did last night, right? Like feeling like, man, I need to be so serious about life, serious about love, right? It's not that serious, right? And it's just like, because of my praying, right? I do a lot of praying. Walking, meditation, prayers. You know what? I don't know. I just got overtaken with such a peace. Okay. This is where it's just like, it's the energy of the cards. Oh my God. It's just so beautiful. Paul, awakening and transformation. You awaken into this, look, this support within you, right? This divine child that's always present, right? Where's that bottom of the deck card? Man. Mary, mothering and nurture. Wow, like, I don't know how this got right here. But this is this energy, like you're always protected, you're always guided for. Come on, baby, let's have a cup of tea, right? It's like that when you're around your grandma. I don't know if you all have experienced this, when you in your grandmother's presence or your granddad, and it's just like a certain, you know, that safe space, that person that you felt most safe with when you were a child. This is giving me this energy, like a peace to where you can just lay down everything and just be fully with the presence of the I am that resides internally inside of you. This is what this feels like to me. I don't know how else to explain it. Okay, now you can even tell in my voice. They're like, pay attention to your voice. It's just like, no, like all of your worries, no, it's not what it is. Let me help you walk through this. It's just like you taking your worry self and you leaving it with the Most High, so the Most High can get it together. And then when your worry self come back, it's able to talk to you about 2, 3, 4 in a time of why it was worried, right? Why it felt the way that it felt. And because it's not so frantic, right? You can understand it clearer, right? And so you're able to put up, man, the internal boundaries that you need. So when that worry self starts to worry, right, you're able to remind her. This is what this feels like. Okay, like she remembers, or he remembers, right? That worry self remembers, like, oh, that's right. It says it's the only way, the way I responded to it. That's why I'm feeling this way, because of the way I'm looking at it. This is giving me this energy. Celebrate and express yourself. Drumming could be significant to you all. I have a shaman's drum. I haven't banged that drum in so long, and I've been guided to bang it. I just haven't. For no particular reason. I just learned how to connect with my ancestors different ways. And so, yeah, I just been using other tools to connect with my ancestors. Even like and then what I notice about the banging, it quiets the mind. It gets the mind on the rhythm of the heart, to where the mind isn't just scrambling. It's like when I bang that drum, it's one thought at a time, one step at a time. So the thoughts are like, you know how like too many people trying to talk at once? the thoughts are waiting their turn to speak when I'm in the session with my shaman drum, okay? And it says, relieving suffering, move beyond the pain, to dance to the beat of life. Because pain, as I said, is only like how we think about it. Like, and this, you know what, like, I'm not trying to minimize your pain, because I understand pain on all dimensions. Because when I have a pain in my body, my mind interprets the pain, and it will start bringing up painful memories that hurt me. It will start bringing up just some of the most awfulest times in my life, to where I experience pain. So I understand pain in the physical body perspective and in the mental perspective. I have that. That's how deeply I can feel things, right? And so this is giving me this energy, right? Like relieving suffering, when you can just dance and drum to the pains of your mind. This doesn't feel like physical pain, but it can be. And then I'm feeling like heart pain, like not like heart pain, but it's like your heart chakra is trying to open up, and you can bring awareness to that space, right? And say like, thank you for being here. Like, how can I help you? Right? Because remember, your body is a living organism, right? Because it's made up of so many atoms, right? You are atom, right? Your body is atom, right? And it's like, however you treat your body for so long, it's gonna remember pain. And that's what is speaking to you when it starts to feel pain, right? And so you're gonna have to speak with your body in a way that the little area that's feeling sadness or pain, because I think I said this, how they showing me this, it's like your body is little bitty, a whole bunch of little bitty atoms, and all of them just smiley faces, right? And then in certain areas, like if it's in the heart space area, that whole space has little pain faces. That's kind of giving me like the emoji, right? This area has pain faces. This area has this type of face. The jaw area has anger, right? It's just giving me that type of energy, how the body is. And because we've experienced something for so long, right, those little individual areas in your body is, you know, awakening to like, hey, I don't want to be like this anymore, okay? And so it's like it's knocking on your awareness. It's knocking on your body saying, hey, I need for you to talk to me different. I need for you to treat me different, right? It's like you're realizing that all of your pain is due to the way you were taught how to treat it. The body, okay? The body isn't a solid, real mass, okay? The body is a whole bunch of memories, atoms that contains memories of past lives, this life, ancestral DNA, right? It is compromised of that, right? And it is rotating in your system, feeding every little area of your body. You see like how the Kabbalah speaks about the head, you know, the calves, the feet, the knees, the hands, the arms, right? It speaks about how all of them little separate things, they have, each one of them have its individual zodiac sign, right? And so that's really beautiful. The energy is really nice. And it's still giving me the energy like, you know, you don't have to suffer anymore, right? This is giving me the energy of the, like I said last night, the passion of the Christ energy, suffering for love. Like your body is like, you don't have to work me to experience love. And then, you know, the poppies represents like a death, but this is like a death to the way you've been treating yourself. You're no longer treating yourself in that way anymore, because you understand that life is love and love is life. Like they go hand in hand is what I'm hearing. And then look at the spiral in the hand. You all could be like healers, okay? That's something that's activating in you to where you can heal hands, you can lay hands, okay? That's amazing, okay? That is amazing. So kind of like touch yourselves wherever you are, feeling some type of way, you know, rub your hands together to activate them energy centers in your hand, you know, create spirals in your hand. And you know how like when you send healing energy, you don't need to touch it. Only thing you need to do is ask like Archangel Raphael or ask Ascended Master Yeshua, right, to send the energy to you, right? So when we do mediumship is the spirit, right? It's like the soul, the spirit, right? They're sending information to my soul center, my nervous system, my soul, and my soul is sending the information to my nervous system. My nervous system is radiating the messages throughout my body, right? And so when you send healing energy, it's kind of something like that. So you're getting energy, healing energy from the archangels, you're getting energy from Ascended Master Yeshua, you know, whoever you subscribe to, you're getting energy from them, and they are sending the energy through you. You're just the vessel, right? That they are living too, but because you are here in this particular body, you're able to send healing energy. Okay, so try that with yourself. Try it on your pets. Okay, I said Pat. If you know somebody named Pat, okay, try that on them. And then we have new vintage. Be open-minded. Yeah, be open-minded to this new way. This is really beautiful. Abundance. Enjoy your life fully. You know what? This is just really amazing energy. Like, you guys are gonna live a long fucking life. And look at her. She still look chic. She still look like she can get around. This is this cup. What is this cup called? The chalice. What is that cup called? You know, the cup that Ascended Master Yeshua drank from? This is giving me this energy, like the fountain of youth. Okay, turning water into wine, the sweetness of life, right? You can't pour new wine in old wine skin, right? This is giving me this energy. And seeing the beauty of life, the abundance of life, okay? That's what's the message is. I hope they were able to resonate. I hope you can find some peace in the messages that were delivered, because it's pretty beautiful. I hope I did it justice. My goodness. The messages was just so amazing. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get off of here and just, you know, with my newfound awareness with this, especially with everything that I learned last night, I've been having a good day. I really have, and I hope you're having a good day. Okay, Joseph, what is this? Trailblazer, innovative. Yeah, Joseph Arimathea, trailblazer, innovation. Look at that. Freedom, just be you. Authenticity, okay? And then respond to yourself softly, okay? Especially that inner version of you, you know, make sure you respond to that different than the way you were responded to when you were a child. And this is something that I had to cultivate when my grandchildren was here. You know, when I channel our birthday, so I had to respond, be with them what I didn't have for me when I was a child, okay? I had to do that with them. Even I think he's like 11. He's my step grandson, but he's my grandson. And, you know, at that age, we talk back, right? It's not like that he's talking back. It's just like he needs to express his point, right? And so I was stifled a lot. you know, because, you know, I felt like what was happening wasn't fair. And I was like, you don't get to say what's fair, you know, that energy as a child. So this is giving me that energy of, you know, be for yourself what you didn't have for you. Even if you have children, right? Or even if you know, is dealing with someone who is in a space of, you know, to where things aren't going so well for them, right? Things may be, you know, not playing out in that. I'm moving stuff around, sorry. Things may not be playing out in a favor. So be for them in that way, okay? I need to clean off this desk. Be for them that way. And so, because they may need you, okay? Because then my camera failed. So, like I said, some things may be falling down in others' lives around you, okay? And you may be hearing about it, okay? You may be picking up on it because you are definitely a sensitive. So, be mindful with that, okay? Willpower is here. This is this horse energy. Blue flame is here. It's a lot of healing going on. Look, perfectionism. Be mindful of that. Like, be the best for yourself, okay? Nature's wisdom. Go out in nature at this time. Meditation and conscious words is here. So the divine is asking you to speak your intentions, okay? If you need healing, ask for healing, okay? Do things that will, I don't know, line you up for a space of healing, okay? Like, speak healing over your life. If you feel so called to speak healing over others' lives, okay? Soul travel. You all are astral traveling at this time too. There's been a huge energetic shift. 221 is here. Conscious words, safe, soul travel. You guys are traveling, okay? Just by what you speak, like your words is traveling, okay? So if you speak like powerful, you talking about like how you speak powerful words and transformation, it travels, okay? Like it gets there, okay? Then we have the blue flame clearing like perfectionism. But understand that perfectionism was projected onto you. It's not something that you naturally need to be. It's what you already are. You are perfect, okay? So that's something being cleared for you, from you, if you don't know this already about yourself. You're naturally perfect. You don't need to be any damn thing. You just are. And once you can rest in that space, you will understand a lot of things about yourself, right? You won't need to try and be perfect. You won't, you know, trying to be perfect often leads to people pleasing, right? It's like nobody's fucking perfect, right? We're just here winging it like every damn body else, right? So be mindful of that projection, people projecting that onto you. Like, people needs to be perfect. No, nobody needs to be perfect. You naturally are perfect. Everyone is naturally perfect. It's only our perceptions, our projected personas that make us view people as not as perfect, right? So we have to learn how to release judgment, okay? But that's something that is being cleared from you. Especially if you're judging your creativity. I find that I can get into that space, but that's only because I know people are projecting on me. I know that I can feel that fucking energy. I definitely can feel that. And it's okay because, you know, the Most High always confirms me. So I don't need to prove anything to anyone. That's how I got over that. I don't need to prove it that I'm on the right path. The cards already be saying it's sacred action and things like that. So, I mean, if the messages don't resonate with you, then they may not be for you. okay? And that's okay too, right? You know the saying, take what resonates and leave what doesn't, right? And we have meditation and willpower, okay? Look at this horse energy. 2 horses you have with you. That's going to help you clear something from you. You're going to gain a lot of wisdom, okay? Once you decide, I don't know how to say this, go into meditation, okay? Trust this transformation. You know, we're always transforming every day. Look at that shit. Like I said, energetic shield. I cannot make this up because I felt this in the card. How this was booming and this was looking at me like this, because I felt like somebody was projecting onto my third eye, like the way I read these cards or the way I speak. I don't know. This is something that I know. I felt it. And so it's that type of energy. The cards is confirming me, right? And then energetic shield, right? You see how that plate is right there. I felt this fucking energy, and it just confirmed me. So it'd be stuff like that, okay? So I don't, like I said, and it's okay, you know, because, you know, I know hurt people, right? Like I said, people's projections, you know, you only explain what you feel about yourself. And the more people understand that, I believe that a lot of people will stop doing it. Because oftentimes it boomerangs back to the other person, okay? I noticed that when my subscribers will go up and they'll go down, because I've even said some shit that struck a nerve. And it'd be okay. And so, yeah, it's just funny like that, you know? So those were the messages, and I'm saying that for you too, okay, to follow your own path, okay? That's why that's being spewed like that, to follow your own sacred path, right? Don't allow no one to come in and project their foolishness on you, because they lack understanding of their lives, right? That's why Spirit is saying that, okay? Don't allow that to happen to you, somebody to sway you off your path because they are confused about their path, right? Don't do that to yourself, okay? You keep going, right, on you, but you know to be true for you. Don't listen to a lot of people out here. You go and sit with yourself and you go see what's true for you. That's the best thing that you could ever do for yourself, right? And so those were the messages. I hope they resonated. I love you all so much. Take care. Bye.